Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yo, what's wrong with you? I wish my my channel is really notorious for these. Sorry, I've been away for so long. Wait, what's this? Wait, I was about to say that my channel is so notorious for these little. Sorry, I've been away. This is why. But at this point, I feel like as grown-ups that live in this particular country, we all know that sometimes you cannot be creating full-time, or the way your life is structured, you are so blessed that you can. But I did want to just say hi and let you guys know what's been going on. I know the last video that I shared, I'm in Joburg, dog. Like, I'm shaking ass, I'm having a good time. And some of you were like, where is that person? We never see this person on YouTube. And guess what? I've been working on getting that girl back. And that has taken time. That has taken time. I gotta be honest with you. I thought this was gonna be my soft year. I really thought this was gonna be my soft year. And I know we're only in month 4 as I shoot this, but like every other person, or like most people, I came into this year with a very clear plan, and nothing has gone like step by step according to the plan, but the areas of growth that I wanted to tackle have some way wormed their way into the first part of the year. I want to tell you guys that work has been both rewarding and emotionally challenging, and for that I'm truly grateful, because I realized that there are some personal expectations that I went into this year with, and when I got to the part of my life where I spend the majority of my day, things were not matching up. So just that mental overload really got to me, and so I have had to take a step back and be like, okay, let's be honest, Kananelo. Like, what is winning gonna look like this year? What is softness gonna look like this year? And softness for me is going to be more about intentionality than performance. I'm usually a person that's like really go, 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 go. And I want to do everything I can do. But I'm realizing that it's going to be important in this year that I am a bit more gentle with myself and a bit more intentional. Yeah. Ooh, motherhood. Listen, I'm gonna give y'all the unfiltered version of this, because I know I shot like 1 or 2 videos where I was supposed to really dive into motherhood, but I never did. What has surprised me the most in this year and some change is that motherhood is like a mirror, or at least it's been like a mirror for me. There's something about raising a child that really forces you to introspect and check your own behaviors, and that is something that I am so grateful for, because I'm realizing that as much as I thought I was doing like a lot of pre-baby work, which I should have mentioned which I was planning to mention in the series that I wanted to continue, but I did a lot of like baby work. But the thing is, like, once the hormones hit, especially the postpartum hormones, and everything is trying to level itself out, life is chaotic. And I'm surprised that a lot of mothers don't discuss that. They don't discuss the fact that the first 2 years after you have the baby are their shit. Their shit show. And I learned that. But as always, I'm very grateful for my support system because that is how I got out the gutter, how I got out the mud. And what else? Ooh, it was also, it was also because I feel like I'm getting better. It was also such a challenge because I was having this identity crisis. There's a version of me that is just a woman. There's a version of me that's a mom, and then there's like a professional version of me. So it was also a bit of a challenge to meet myself in the middle of those three roles that are never going to change. Woman is wife, she is daughter, she is friend. Mom is mom, man. When that person is mama, everything and everyone, I'm just like, I don't know, y'all. The fruit of my womb is calling. And then in a professional setting, also, guys, like something weird happens after a person has a child when you go back to work. And I don't know if it's a topic I ever want to touch on, but the work environment does treat you differently, and you start viewing the work environment from a different lens as well. I don't want to get into that because it's also such a nuanced topic for me, but it's been something really interesting to live through. And I also wanted to share that my Pinterest board and my real life, I think we really just we capture the moments we're comfortable with the world seeing. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Yeah, that's all I'll say. But I'm forever grateful that God allowed me to carry my baby, and that my partner and I and our support system have been able to give our baby the life that said baby is living. What a blessing. Whoo, 9 to 5, aka the pressure cooker. Whew. Okay, so for one, I have been deep in campaigns, okay? It's been strategy this, strategy that, it's been execution meetings, but the most wonderful thing that I've enjoyed, I am in my rich content making era. I am loving what I've been able to do in these last couple of months. And also because I feel like for the first time, I'm looking at things from a really different lens now that I've realized the kind of career I want to have. And this is the kind of career I want to have within the industry that I work in and outside regarding my profession, because my profession is being a marketer, and I could be a marketer anyway, but right now I'm a marketer within the financial industry, which is a whole other ball game. So it's been very interesting seeing myself explore new things, change, take risk, take charge. Love it for myself. Whew. Work feels like work. Yeah, work feels like work. I jotted down a question here where I said, what work really feels like right now? It feels like work. And like I said, it feels like work I want to do because I know I'm worthy of doing the work, but because the work wants me to do it. I don't know if it makes sense to, like, it will make sense to someone else, but I feel like the work that I am doing right now is work that I am meant to be doing in this season of my life. And just that approach has made me appreciate where I am and the contributions that I make. Let me not get too deep in it. I will say though that I found myself working through two things. I suffered a lot of burnout last year, which is a big part of why I even stopped doing the work vlogs, because I was really going through it. And I feel like if you're gonna come to a platform like this, yes, it is important to show the realities, but it's also important for me to protect myself and take care of myself. I am starting to understand the importance of navigating visibility, because if you work in corporate, one of the most key things or the most important things that you are constantly going to be working towards or about is being visible, being known for the work you do, or being known as the go-to person for certain work. So managing that expectation and that brand and that personal brand that you would have built within your organization, and burnout, what a thing. What a thing to work through. So that has been one of my greatest challenges. And now that I'm actually managing a team officially, it's been one of the things that I've been so cognizant of, because I realize it's important for me to emulate the kind of work-life balance, or to at least be vocal about balance and well-being and deliverables, so that my team feels supported. They know when it's time to buckle down and deliver, but they also understand that we need to come to work in great mindsets. So just being cognizant of that and trying to create a healthy environment for all of us to thrive, honestly. Work, I jotted down something about meaningfulness, meaningful moments at work. And what's been very meaningful for me has been the care for myself. Yeah, the care for myself. And I think I also realized something I also realized something which I should probably think about a bit more. But guys, there is a real tension between ambition and capacity. And I mentioned this because I jotted down the word ambitious x capacity, and I drew an arrow that linked it to visibility and burnout. And I don't want to get into it because I feel like that's something I really need to make time for to discuss. But like, that's if you still want those career videos. But yeah, I feel like to wrap it up, that's basically where I've been with work. Understanding hore ka nako e nngwe ho na le ntho tse ke di labalabelang tse ke batlang ho di etsa, but I probably don't have the bandwidth. I probably do not have the bandwidth, or even the team I'm with does not have the capacity. So managing that, managing deliverables, managing, guys, pray for us. We're managing. So, like I said, okay, I don't want to call this I'm back thing. I want to come back to YouTube bad, but I want to come back to YouTube with clarity in terms of what I'm going to share. But like I've always said in previous videos, when I am not okay, there's no way I'm going to switch on a camera and talk. That is time for me to recover and then come back when I feel like I can. Haholoholo hobane content e ke etsang hangata centers around my thoughts, my feelings, my likes, and my learnings. So I think it's only right that I give myself when I can. not because I said I promised videos. Sometimes you promise videos, but you watch the content and you're like, oh, this is so subpar, I'm not gonna put it out. And then I don't put it out. I'm known within my friend circles as someone who has a lot of content that she never puts out. And yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Sue me. Sue me, but sue me while, subscribing and watching. I'll be honest with you guys. I have a good feeling about this year because I'm also doing a lot of the things that I have been putting off in the previous years, but also because I am in my bag. If you didn't take anything from the previous video with all the ass shaking, take this. I'm finding myself. I am finding what I'm no longer available for. I am finding what I can stomach. I am finding what I'm not trying to fuck with. I am finding, and look at me finding my way back to my camera. Ain't that something? I feel like that means that I'm on the right track. That I'm really on the right track. In terms of what you can expect as the person that subscribes to this channel, brace yourself. I think something clicked, man, at the end of this quarter. Something clicked. Something made me realize that you need to vuga. Because a lot of us are pausing our dreams, our likes, our ambitions, because we are afraid of what people will say. And as someone who this very platform has been weaponized against, I gotta be honest, I need this channel to grow. And if there's still people that are gonna watch this to be like, you are talking XYZ on YouTube, I pray for you all. I'm just really trying to get back to the things that I love. And this is one of the things that I love. I love coming here. I love talking to you guys. I love seeing your comments. I love hearing your recommendations about the kind of videos you want to see. And I love it because it's so encouraging. It makes me realize, it really makes me realize, okay, I have such a full life. And that full life extends to a platform like this, where there's like 800 plus people that like to hear what I have to say. So, in terms of content, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure if we are gonna do a lot of vlogs, but I will do my best. We are gonna do more sit downs. We might even have a friend or two stop by and yap with us. I know that you guys really used to love the videos where I would have people over and we would just kiki. So I'm going to try to bring back those. But another thing that I really want to get into are these product reviews, these skincare videos, and the perfume stuff, which I've also seen that you guys love. And that is so encouraging, because it's always so scary when you are trying something new, but the reception has been amazing. We will likely keep it on shorts for a while, because I'm not sure if y'all are into like long form perfume content. But thank you so much for still being encouraging, still being around, still showing me love. All of that made today sitting in my uncle's apartment away from my family so I can put this video together for you guys possible. So yeah, until next time, thank you so much for watching, for loving on me, for loving the content I put out, for commenting, liking, sharing, and most importantly, subscribing. Until next time, peace, love.